have you done any work with integrations? Have you written any before? And then we may dig deeper from there.
Oh yeah. So yeah, definitely dealt with some integrations in my days for sure. Integrating with third-party libraries, third-party APIs and stuff in order to get data in. For example, one of the ones that I worked before was using GitHub and their free API repository stuff. So working with a client to get some repository data in to get the mockups and stuff and be able to present that in the community with a Lightning Web component. And that was like very essential for their business process.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds really good and seems like you do have some experience with it. So can you maybe just high level walk me through like some of the steps if we need to make get information from another system and bring it into Salesforce? What are some of the high level steps that you would do in your Apex code or in your code to get that information?
Most definitely. So when I did this particular functionality, I had to use a Lightning Web component.
Mm-hmm.
So the Lightning Web component was to get all that information, the URL, and some additional other information like username and so on. Then from there, the Lightning Web component was going to call a Apex controller, and this Apex controller had like a wrapper, a class wrapper in
Okay.
it to say, all right, when I call this particular URL, I want to put this class wrapper in the format that I wanted to, and then serialize it and turn it back into the system so I can turn this into like a record. So
Mm-hmm.
turn that JSON object, that wrapper class into a record object that I can create into the Salesforce system, and then from there it just creates that record, and then another LWC that will read when they go to a certain page for that detailed record, to pull out the mockup and some additional information that was pulled in from that API that was previously called.
Very cool. So to kind of dig into this a little bit more, did you guys have any like error handling, or what happened if maybe you reached out to the other system and it didn't work? So what was your process there?
So yeah, in the Apex controller, so there was like this particular error or exception, and if like the call didn't go through, then it would throw this error or errors. Sorry, or throw exception.
Yeah, definitely a tongue twister there as
Yeah,
well. We've got
I
two
know.
of them.
So yeah, you call it back to the LWC, and then it will just throw a toast that I set up to catch that error when I was doing that call out with the controller. And it'll just toast saying in red letters with white text saying, "Hey, something happened with this call out."
Mm-hmm. Very cool. So yeah, definitely winding down a little bit here. I'm just curious, what IDE do you like to use? Are you in the developer console or something else?
Oh yeah, VS Code all day for
Okay,
sure, for
that makes
sure.
sense. Are you using things like the SFDX and the Salesforce CLI, or are you potentially using something else to work on your code?
Yeah, definitely Salesforce CLI, and also Salesforce DX for sure.
Awesome. Cool. Definitely keeping modern there.